changes. Makes me uneasy, to tell the truth. A small fry like me always gets the worst of it. But maybe it's going to be different now. The Lord Regent is gone. The Abbey has a new High Overseer. I'm guessing our work is almost done. The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
The sobers speak in whispers. The drunk bellow.
Screams carry very well over the river. Can be heard for half a league out sometimes. Seems like every shore I pilot away from, them screams come out of one time. I carry them wherever I go.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Still fighting the good fight, I see.
The Lord Regent is no longer in power. His corrupt and illegitimate regime has come to a close. Long live the Empress!
Is the Lord Regent dead yet? If he is, then you'll need me even more than before. You think those fools in Dunwall Tower were in charge? My inventions have held this city together for 5 years. You all pine for your Empress. Did you know her at all? I did. Intimately.
Regent is dead. Now we will see. Now it will all become clear. Have I placed my trust in the right people? Will I get what was promised me? I feel pins and needles in my hands. I need rest. I hardly know when I wake or when I dream.
She came to the madam and said that the naked man wanted something, and she was mad about it. And then the naked man came in, and he said it was just what he always gets. And the madam said, if that's what he wants, it'll be 10 coin each time. And that it was Beatrice he'd be wanting to visit. And the fancy-dressed lady said, see? And then she left. And then the naked man said Beatrice would do. And the madam said, 10 coin, Custis. And the naked man said, Lord Pendleton. The end.
Not the vintage I asked for, you half-wit ox. No matter, just set it down. Leave both bottles and get out. I'm trying to write my memoirs.
That's it. The Lord Regent's done. Farewell to Hiram Burroughs, you scheming piece of shit. Now we can bend the law to pardon our past crimes, Corvo. We'll find out. The assassin the Lord Regent sent to butcher the Empress. Then you can have your revenge. We'll have to move fast to clean up his mess. The armed forces will do their job. Martin has control of the overseers. And you, Trevor, do whatever it is you do with Parker.
That's Lord Trevor Pendleton to you. Without me, you'll never command the nobility. They'll tear you apart like a fish.
Sorry, Corvo. We're nervous. Your work is done, and ours begins. The coronation will be an impromptu affair. It still requires much preparation. Most of it we can handle, but there is the matter of security. Emily will be vulnerable to whoever killed her mother. I doubt history will repeat itself, but you must be sharp and wary tomorrow.
He's right. Rest. Restore yourself. Raid Piero's wares. Restock your ammo and make yourself ready. Just in case.
To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Coleman, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
Have you given Emily much spiritual education? The 7 strictures? The litany on the White Cliff?
No. I lack the qualifications, Overseer.
Will you be resuming your
High Overseer.
Perhaps you ought to send her to me, and soon. She is a spoiled child, even if she's to be an empress.
I'm tired of being afraid. When I'm empress, I'm going to make everyone else afraid instead. Just like you do, Corvo. My great-great-grandfather conquered the Isles, but then he got poisoned. Callista told me. If someone killed the Lord Regent and someone killed the Empress before that, how do I stop them from killing me? When I'm Empress, I want to build 2 giant ships and crash them into each other, and all of men will drown. I'm allowed to do that, right? I don't know if I like this, Corvo. Everybody's arguing. Sometimes when you come home, you smell like blood.
The other day I saw Emily staring at you. Do you think she understands what you've done? The Pendletons, Lady Boyle? I think on some level she knows what's been done in her name. I wish she'd make more cheerful paintings. I'm tempted to burn the old ones. I've told her an Empress is always merciful. She says Empresses are supposed to be ruthless.
Please prepare.
I suppose I should thank you. I just don't like to think of how you did this. I won't be sorry to leave this place. Neither will Emily. Do you think the others resent her fondness for you? I hope I'll sleep better in Dunwall Tower. Fewer nightmares about rats, perhaps.
What will you do now that the revolution's come, Mr. Corvo? I hope you have a good plan. I know I do.
We do all this work, all this risk, so that a child can assume leadership of an empire in chaos. I give us very slim odds. All of us.
Emily will revoke the warrant on you tomorrow. Until then, legally there's still a fairly lavish reward, so I'd keep your head down and your mask on.
One thing I'll say for the Regent, he kept the commoners out of our business.
The Abbey is corrupt, but as long as it stays that way, I can control it. Campbell's journal was a gift.
So much poverty. Well, there's always work at the Pendleton mines.
Dunwall is just the beginning. When the Navy's rebuilt, that's when the fun starts.
I can control the Abbey. I just don't know if I can heal it. We'll have to keep the overseers on the street maintaining order. These are faithless days.
Morgan isn't really lurking in the storm sewer, is he? No. It's crazy. Just a dream.
Oh, the scores also. Pritchett, Pennyworth, out on their asses.
I'll need the Abbey's blessing if I'm to marry well. I wonder if Martin can arrange it.
The outsider walks among us today. I can almost feel him.
You are one of the deadliest men I've ever met. If I had 100 of you, we'd rule the globe. The chaos we've caused is a double-edged sword. I think we'll need the City Watch strengthened. Eat well tonight, Corvo. Once we install Emily, the work will begin of hunting the Lord Regent's ring of skulking spies and killers.
Righteous and pure, I do every man's work. I can't hold back now.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Recent revelations of the Lord Regent's role in
You are an impressive man, Corvo. I hope they give you the credit you deserve. It gets colder and colder in here each night, and we have no more blankets. I used to enjoy company, but now you can never tell who's sick and who's not. But most are sick, so I stay alone. The servants get blamed for everything that goes wrong, but we aren't in charge. How does that make sense? I had a nest egg saved up, buried outside in a glass jar, but this morning I discovered that rats ate through the lid and it all washed away in the mud.
Hello, Corvo. The Pendletons owe you a debt. So many dead. At least they were mostly commoners. At last, an empress on the throne again. Will it seduce her into becoming a despot? I half expect it. When we move, I will not be taking any furnishings back with us. It's all contaminated by this place. I won't be sad to see the last of this place.
there are more rats than before. The others will set themselves up nice, lords and all. I'll still be here.
Dust. Nothing changes for Cecilia.
I know it's a good day, but the rats are still here, aren't they? I look out at the river and still see the bodies going by. I wonder if the Admiral could get me a post in the Navy. I don't need anything fancy. I guess you'll be headed back to the tower soon. Gonna be a little easier this time, I hope. The river was in a temper this morning. Oh, it's got moods, it does, like my poor wife used to. If you should have any need of me, I'll still be ready to go, Corvo. Just because the Lord Regent is defeated doesn't mean I'll get lazy.
Do you need me to put something together for you? Those fools think what they did matters, do they? A new Lord. I feel the real war has been lost. My efforts to cure the plague have failed. Sokolov is a fraud. I see nothing but darkness before us.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir. Why I keep sticking my neck out for you eludes me. But I only gave you half the poison, Corvo. They were watching me do it, but not close enough. Maybe you'll survive it. I can hardly blame them for turning on you, after all the people slaughtered in the name of this cause. Those are crimes of state, and maybe they figure it'd be too hard to control Emily with you around. Could be they're right on that score. I'll drop you in a boat, and then I've got to ship out myself before they smother me in my sleep. That's the next thing. Makes the most sense. If you're lucky, you'll wake up and find your way out of this doomed city. If not, well, goodbye.
This is the one who was with the Empress when she died. Poisoned. Tivian stuff. Amateur work. Hello. That's up to Dowd.
Talks to you when you visit his shrines. I visited those shrines too, and I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your Empress. But I don't know you, who you are, and who you fight for. You're a mystery, and I can't allow that.
Here you are at last, in a ruined and drowning world, held captive by the man who killed your Empress, the assassin Dowd. Your friends poisoned you and dumped your body in the river. Did they do it to protect themselves, so no one would ever know what they'd done? Or was it because they were a single move away from controlling an empire, and they knew you'd never let them manipulate Emily? Maybe none of these. Perhaps that's just the nature of man.
here, breathing in the rich stink of their enchanted flesh. When the seawall broke, many strange things were drowned and forgotten. They bring the bodies here with rough hands in cages. Some of them are still breathing. The water is so cold, and it's the last thing they feel. These waters are greedy. They will never give back what they have taken. Even the terrible floods were not enough to wash away the sorrows of Dunwall. The doom of Pandacia has come to the city,